Okay, so now we have a working game. It has all the important elements of a platform game. We can collect points through getting stars. We have health, and when we get down to 0 from 3, our player will die and the game will restart. So we're done, but let's add a little bit more. For example, when we complete the level, we might want to go on to level 2. And this will give me a chance to show you some of the cool things you can do with animations and switches and messages. So we're going to edit our game and we're going to create level 2 as a starting point. So I'm going to go down here to game levels. I'm going to do new level. I'm going to give it a name, level 2, and I've changed the background. Let's make it clearly different from the last one so we know where we are. And then I'm going to load that level. And here we are, we have a blank level like we did before, and I can now start to add elements to the level and build it up as we did in the last one. I'm going to pause this video now and build the level, then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've finished my second level now. I got a bit carried away and I did too much. Don't make my mistake. Do simple things at the beginning and then you can go back and make them bigger or better. Just get everything working to start with. Also, check you haven't made it too difficult. I've actually made this level impossible. So we have a finished level. Now we need a way for our player to get from level 1 to level 2. So I'm going to do that just now really simply with a door. So I'm going to go to levels and load level 1. Now, obviously I would want the door at the end of the level, but that's going to make it a little difficult for me to test. So for now, I'm just going to put it near the beginning and I can test it. So I'm going to change to pointer, click where I'm going to put a door, create, make it door, choose a good picture, browse, menu, flow sprites. Is it in blocks? Yes, it is. I think I want to animate it so it opens. So I'm going to add an animation. Pick animation, new, open. And that's just going to be the open door. So the door opens when the player goes through. Okay. And okay again. So now I have a door. I'll move that to the end once I'm happy it works. But it needs a behavior. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the behavior that makes it go to the next level. So edit, behaviors. What's going to happen is going to be when the player touches it or collides with it. So I'm going to add a collision. Collision with, I might add ant monsters later, so I need to make sure it's only when the player goes to it. Player. Good, so if the player touches it, and then what I want to do is in game flow, I'm going to have it go load level. Okay, load level 2. Okay, so when the player touches the door, we go to level 2. I also want that animation. So back to the properties of the door, animation. Let's just check it's all good. Open. I think I'll make it stay open. So I'll make it stay on the last frame. So it stays open once it's been opened. And let's make the animation start when the player touches it. We should have a sound as well, shouldn't we? Because that's a pretty big thing when you go from one level to another. Let's add a sound. Move these out of the way a bit, make it tidier. So we're going to play the sound. What sound shall we have? A sound effect. Let's have something like a whoosh noise. Oh, I like that. That sounds like going to a new level. Great. Okay, good. So let's test if it works. Nice. That takes us to our next level. Okay, good. So it's working. So now you have everything you need to make a basic level. You can track health and have dangers that take away health. You can have things to collect like stars and show the players how many stars they've collected. And you can make as many levels as you want and go from one to the other. You have a choice now. You can either stop watching these tutorials and just make your games better and put more details in and add more levels. Or if you want to learn about some more advanced things you can do with sending messages and adding monsters, then I will put the next tutorials will be on the more advanced things. The choice is up to you. Have a great time. Enjoy making your games.